Hey guys, how you doing? We're in lockdown, so no camping at the moment. So I thought I'd do a quick video talking about cook kits, and I have several. I've just got two here. I'm only going to do this one. I just bought this one along just to show you the cover as well, and I will talk about that more in detail later, but I'll just get rid of that for the time being. So since we are in lockdown, I wanted to get videos out, and I promised the next one coming, because I've got a very patient subscriber that wants to know about fat people clothes, and who better to ask than a fat person, i.e. me. So that one will be coming out in the next few days, which will tie into a whole series about walking the Great Glen Way. So I've got probably 5 cook systems, but this is the one I take on the majority of the camps that I go on. So the first thing I'm going to say is this bag it's in. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put it there. I can't see what's on the camera, so I'm guessing, hopefully, you've got a view of it. It's a custom-made bag. It's made by a company called Quickcraft, which is a lovely lady called Lucy. And she does all sorts of custom orders, and it's made out of the material that Hillybergs are made out of. So, curl on. It is a snug fit, but I've caught the rope on the pot holder because my 750ml has pot holder bail attachments, because when I go hammock camping and have a fire, I use that as well. So, these bags, they're just brilliant. They hold everything together, they make sure nothing spills out, pretty much indestructible. Weigh absolutely nothing, and I love them. I'll put a link to Quickcraft in the description. I buy mine. It's not a freebie. I'm not paid to advertise them or anything like that. I'm just saying, because the bags they come with are the mesh bags. They don't hold them particularly tight, and I just prefer these. Anyway, you've seen these a million times before. This is a 750ml Tomshoo mug. This bit I'll explain about in a minute, so I'll put that over there. And then inside here I have, if I tip it all out, gas canister, gas canister stand. This one's out of Jetboil, so the gas canister sits on the stand like that. It just gives it a lot more stability when it's got a pot on it. I then have an MSR Pocket Rocket 2, just a folding stove. There's a story about this, and I am going to do a review of this just in detail of its own. But when I first got this, I didn't like it, and I used it a couple of times, put it away, but did subsequently pull it out, and now it's become my favourite gas burner. So that just screws, as they all do, onto the can. A little bit of gas escapes, and then what will happen is the pot just sits on top. Now, when I took it out, I had this thing, and what this is, and I know it's weird because there's like only half of it, but this is a windshield, and it was Stuart from Clevery Walks who introduced me to this, and I'll put a link to Stuart down below as well. And the idea behind this is that if you imagine you're inside your tent vestibule, so all of this area here is the inside of the tent. The only bit you actually need to shield is that side. So that's what it does. Open up your vestibule door, protects it beautifully, pot sits there, and away you go. Now, inside my pot, I have, this happens to be an OEX one. I had an MSR starter, igniter. It's a piezo igniter. But the MSR one, for whatever reason, broke. So this was £5 from Go Outdoors. So I bought this, and it works just as well. I'm actually convinced it's exactly the same item. Turn the gas on, and away it goes. Oh, it's a cold day today, as you can probably tell. We actually had snow last night. So that is warming the hands nicely. Let me turn that down and get rid of that. And then I also have this, which is a folding spork. I only use this for making cups of tea and everything because it all fits inside the pot. So this one, stir coffee, tea bags, or whatever. This came free with the Tomshoo mug, so I use that. So that is my go-to for 90% of the year, one night, possibly 2 night cooking set. Now the only thing I actually use this for, I don't use it for any cooking, is heating water, because when I use it I'm using rehydrated meals, pot noodles, cup of soups, that kind of thing, tea, coffee. So the only thing I do, the dog wants to come in there, he wants to be on video. The only thing I do with this, boil water with it. So this configuration will boil a cup full of water, and when I say a cup, I take a, who makes it? Seed Summit, one of the folding cups, which I haven't got with me for some reason, and that holds about 480 mils, so just about half a litre of water. So I actually pour the water into the mug, then into here, put that on and boil it with the lid on. It takes less than 3 minutes. Now, one of the things I do, and my kids always find it funny when I say do, one of the things I do is on the bottom of these pots and pans, or these gas cans, I write the date that it's been refilled, because this is a refilled can, and each time I use it I knock one of these marks off, and with that one, this just boiling water 1 cup at a time, I can get about 12 to 13 boils. So once I on my marks get down to about 8 or 9, then I'll look at refilling this. But I know at the moment this has got 6, so I can take this out for 2 or 3 more trips, no problem whatsoever. So that is it in a nutshell, guys. That's the MSR Pocket Rocket Tomshoo mug. This is Primus Windshield, and it clips around the top of this little gap here on the can. Just clips around that. So it sits around, it holds it absolutely perfect. Just enough space away, if you look there, it doesn't touch it. Mug on top, lid on, voila. And that's what I use for the majority of my camps. I'll give you rundowns of all the other ones over the coming weeks, but I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it's a little bit of time between videos, but with the lockdown it's been really depressing, to be fair. So I've got to get my game up and get some more content out for you guys. So I hope you've liked it. If you have, hit the thumbs up button. I'd be very interested to know what you use. I've got a Jetboil as well. I've just picked up, and again, half of it was donated, 3/4 of it was donated by Stuart from the Cledbury Walks, but I've just picked up a Trangia 25, I believe it is. I've got my Jetboil, and then I've got a couple of different, what they call remote stoves. And all the difference between a remote stove and this stove is, on a remote stove, this bit is connected via a cable to this bit, and then what happens is you can put the bottle over here and the gas over here. So I've got one for warm weather and one for cold weather, and you'll see the difference. But for 90% of my camping needs, that's all I take and that's all I need. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stay safe. See you out there soon whenever we get to get out again. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening. Take care.